Hi, and welcome to the 10-Minute Food Truck Training Podcast. My name is Bill Moore. I am a food truck business trainer, author of Food Truck 101, Beginner to Winner, and the forthcoming book, Food Truck 201. This podcast is all about helping you start and grow your food truck business. All this week, I've been talking to Ann Rowe Asheron from Hot Dog Hustling, and they're out of Canada. This is the final episode with Ann Rowe, and we are discussing setbacks and dreams.
Does it ever feel like you're a marketing professional just speaking into the void? Well, with LinkedIn ads, you can know you're reaching the right decision makers. You can even target buyers by job title, industry, company, seniority, skills. Wait, did I say job title yet? Get started today and see how you can avoid the void and reach the right buyers with LinkedIn ads. We'll even give you a $100 credit on your next campaign. Get started at linkedin.com/results. Terms and conditions apply.
What's your definition, your personal definition of food vending happiness?
Just things like this, talking to you, getting interviews or, picking each other's brains and, just improving all the time. There's always an improvement on a daily basis. There's never a maximum to it. So it's always tickling my interest to become better and faster and more efficient and much tastier, and food has always been around and it'll always be around no matter what everyone eats. So I'm glad to be part of that circle of necessity, of life necessity, I feel really good.
Well, you should feel really good. I mean, it's great what you've accomplished so far. I want to think back to the first hot dog that you sold somebody or gave to somebody. How is the one you're selling today different than that very first one?
Oh my goodness, a huge difference. My very first hot dog that I sold took a half an hour to cook because I had no clue what I was doing. And the ladies were like on their half-hour break, and I felt really bad because being green to the vending situation, I actually can think about it now, and I laugh every time because it's such an embarrassing moment for me. Now that I'm such a veteran vendor, I feel like I should apologize to those ladies. But I'll find them eventually and give them a free hot dog.
There you go. Has the product itself changed any, or is it the exact same product?
It has actually, it's definitely evolved, because before we were selling hot dogs that were just ketchup, relish, and mustard. It was a good sell. It was a good sell, but the thing is, it wasn't my heart wasn't into it. I was almost like torn that I was giving these people just a hot dog, a bun of mustard and relish and ketchup. And I know Americans don't even like ketchup in their hot dogs. So yeah, I was kind of torn. And ever since then, I just kept moving forward, kept changing it until, 7 years later, where I'm actually happy with what I have, and all I'm doing is adding and taking away. So it's not hard to do, just as long as you're passionate about it, to be honest. As you said, if you love what you do, then it'll be working for you.
Oh yeah, absolutely. If you love what you do, you're not really working.
Yeah, exactly. Right. Every time I go to my location, I love it. I love where I go now. Like my location, every time I'm there, I'm like, this is the best office in the world. This is my patio. This is my barbecue, and these are my guests.
Yeah.
And I give them music. I give them a greeting every morning, and I ensure them that the food is ready and hot and ready to go for them to eat and enjoy in the streets.
That little summation right there is exactly what everybody should be doing. You just sell
absolutely.
Greet everybody. You're happy that you're there, and you're happy that they're showing up to eat your food. I mean, what more could you possibly want?
Well, that's the thing. Like, if you're a positive entity, you definitely will rub off on people, and you'll attract the same attitude towards you. Even when people are negative and are intimidating, I just make them smile after they leave with food, and I'm happy with it. I see guys with bruises on their knuckles, or you can tell that there's something wrong, but I just greet them with, such politeness and keeping it happy and cool, and always introducing my food. And at the end of it all, when they take a bite, they leave thanking me for giving them such good food, and that I almost feel blessed. Like I can almost feel like I should be doing this. I am doing this, Yeah, I'm going to continue my good work and keep giving people happiness, and that's what does it for me.
Tell me about the most embarrassing moment you had at vending. Was it that very first hot dog taking a half hour, or is there something else even more?
It was absolutely the very first hot dog. That I can't think of any others. A wait for one hot dog for a half hour. Oh my goodness. I should have shut down that day.
How was the second hot dog then? Did you learn from the first one?
I did learn from the first one. So the second hot dog, that's when I started looking into my barbecue and thinking, how am I going to make this faster? And I figured out that, if I have a flat top in there and a cast iron weight, I'll be able to push these out faster. So I did that. I invested into it. I studied my vending. I sat at home and cooked a bunch of hot dogs, waited for the cook time to be perfected. And yeah, so be it. I got it done, because some areas are super windy. And I know that for a lot of vendors, their enemy is the wind, especially for street food vending on a hot dog cart. So I figured out a way to do windbreakers and, as I said, cast iron weight, cast iron flat tops. And it's worked out really well because the cast iron just holds that heat really good. So
yep.
As soon as the meat touches it, you're good to go. Yeah, I'm cooked to order as well. So that's why I do 3 to 5 minute wait time for my guests, because it's cooked to order. So there's less food waste, because food waste is such a huge impact on any small businesses, even large. Food waste, paper waste, those are things that I try and minimize. That's why I reuse and renew carts now, because I'm all about revamping things and making it better and improving what's already existing. It only takes a little bit of steps to get it done, and you just have to put that effort yourself.
If I could get everybody else to do that, it would be so much easier to be successful.
Absolutely.
Since you
just got to love it. That's the trick.
You got to love it for sure. Since you've been doing this a long time, think about the most meaningful guest comment, or even your most favorite guest comment. What one really just lights you up when you think about it?
We came here because of the smell. That is the number one review I always get now, is we came here because of the smell.
And you think that's from the barbecue that you're doing? The
barbecues, and definitely the hot dogs. The hot dogs have having them locally made, it's fresh. And then as soon as you bite into it, it's not a big box store hot dog. Right. It's locally sourced. So, it's fresh.
So if you're cooking them to order and you're cooking them on a flat top, that means they're giving off that aroma of seared meat.
Absolutely. Exactly. And that, to me, that is the trick, because you're not having something stale or dried up and then you give it to a guest and they're like, what the heck? What did I just bite into? Yeah. It's nice, fresh, juicy, and the aroma is there, as you said. And yeah, that is basically what I do all the time. It's cook to order. I don't believe anything should be pre-made. Pre-cooked is fine, but cook to order is the best, because it's ready to go.
That's really just food service in a nutshell.
Exactly.
Food has to be what brings people back, because great service only gets you so far.
Yeah.
Because they don't like
absolutely.
What they'll do is they'll just say, hi, how you doing? And they'll go somewhere else to eat.
That's right.
Is there anything else you would like to say or add on?
Yeah, if you're a street food vendor, don't give up. If this is your dream, stop dreaming and do it. Do it with your own hands. Dreams can only take you so much. You got to make your dream happen. You got to work out the kinks. It's not perfect all the time, but if you keep going, it'll become perfect enough for you to establish something great.
Yeah, that's very true. Thank you guys so much for listening to the 10-Minute Food Truck Training Podcast. If you're finding all the information helpful to your food truck business, please become a monthly supporter of the podcast. Just hit the support button or follow the link in the description. Every little bit does help keep us going. If you like being around like-minded positive people, join our Facebook group. It's called Food Truck Training. We have a whole bunch of awesome members at all different levels, from brand new beginners to decades-old veterans. They'll have your back when it comes to helping you and your food truck business. And again, thank you for listening. Come back tomorrow, because I got plenty more to say when it comes to helping you and your food truck business grow.